Hello there. How are you today? Did you have an appointment? Lovely. Well, welcome to the Calming Boutique. Are you looking for a custom gown? Perfect. You've come to the perfect place. Okay. Now, have you ever been into my boutique before? Okay. Well, most of these gowns here I design and size myself for various clients. So if you're looking for something special for the holidays, I can go ahead and do a fitting for you to get your proper measurements. Talk about exactly what you're looking for in a gown. And go about the designing process, if you will. Okay, perfect. Well, let me start with, what was your name? Okay. When's the last time you had a measurement of any kind? Okay. No, that's perfectly fine. I usually tend to do my own measuring just because I don't know how accurate the last shop was, if you catch my drift. Okay, so if you don't mind, I will just start with the measurements and then we can talk about details. Okay? Good. I use a basic measuring tape for these. I tend to be pretty precise and accurate with the measurements and the fitting because I want your gown to be fitted perfectly to you. Every curve of your body. Now, I will do other measurements as well, such as your hands, your head, your feet even, just in case we need any accessories, hats, gloves, shoes, anything of that nature. I like to have those measurements on file so that we can give you the custom experience that you came here for. Okay? Go ahead and start at the top your head. Just relax for me. Step to the side of you. Okay. All right. Okay, Let's go ahead and move down. Just getting your neck length, collarbone to collarbone, things of that nature out to your shoulders. Every little detailed measurement is very important to me. I'm gonna just wrap this around your neck too, don't worry. Because depending on the style, the detail of the gown that I designed for you, it may have some embellishments on the top here near your collarbones, and I may need to know those measurement details. So it's better to just do it all at once than have you come in for another session. It's also good to know if you are symmetrical on each side of your body. Most people aren't. So I can design the gown just to fit each little detail of your shoulders or how your arm moves, things of that nature. So I need to make sure that I know what numbers go where for each of my clients. Okay, I'm just going to step behind you and do between your shoulder blades. Okay. I'm just gonna do from the top of your head down your spine too, alright? Good. Good. Okay. Okay. Okay, now just let your arms go nice and loose for me. Okay. Shoulder to elbow. Elbow to wrist. Okay, now can you reach your arm out? Okay. Just bend it at your elbow. Good. Go around the top of your arm. Good. Okay. See your wrist. Thank you. Okay. Good. Now you can relax your arm. Okay, let me just do this arm real quick and then we'll go back to your fingers. I just want to see if it's the same, so relax your arm. Shoulder to elbow. Elbow to wrist. And now stick your arm out. Thank you. Okay, bend at the elbow. Good. And around your arm. Good. Okay. And your wrist. Thank you. Relax your arm. Now, if I could just see your fingers out in front of you. Okay. Visually, your fingers seem to be, around the same length for each hand, if you will. But let me just see the numbers. So let's start with this hand here. Yep, just lay your finger out. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing on this hand, so just put your hand out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. I'm going to be moving down to your chest now. Okay. I'm going to reach this around you. Get the top of your chest. Okay. Now I'm just going to wiggle it down so we can get your bust. Wiggle down right below your bust here. Yeah. Just rotate my measuring tape here. There we go. Okay. And just gonna move down to your hips. Your thighs here. Do your legs now, so I'll just start with this side. I'm going to start with hip to foot, and then we'll go knee to foot, so on and so forth. Okay, so I'm just going to go right here. Good. Yep, just relax. Good, we'll do hip to knee. Good. Knee to foot, ankle. Now I'm just gonna wrap the measuring tape around your thigh so I can get the measurement of your thigh here. Okay, good. And I'm going to also do the same thing for your ankle. So just wrap my measuring tape around your ankle here. Okay, good. I'm gonna do the exact same thing on this side now for you. Okay, good. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna go from hip to foot, ankle here. Perfect. Now hip to knee. Knee to ankle, and your hip, around your hip here. Good, thank you. Okay, and the same thing with your ankle, like the circumference of your ankle. Good. Okay. Doing all right? Good. Okay. I am going to measure your feet real quick. Is that all right? Okay. Good. So just bear with me here. Okay. What size shoe do you usually wear? Okay, that's about right for this measurement then. Good. Good. And your feet are actually the same size. That doesn't happen all the time. Alright, let me just run through the measurements, make sure I didn't forget anything. Okay. Well, I think that's good for measuring today. So, tell me a little bit about what you envision for this particular gown you are wanting, and then I can kind of show you some pieces that I have started or that I've made in the past, and then we can kind of collaborate together on creating a piece for you. Okay? Okay, so this is for a Zoom party? Oh. I've made so many Zoom party gowns this year. Okay, so it is personal preference, of course, but I am recommending for those type of parties to do kind of the flare of the gown or the special moment of the gown on the upper half of your body. So from hip up to shoulder, just because even if you step back for the webcam viewing, if you will, most of the time you are probably going to be seated with your guests via webcam, and they're going to be seeing this part of you. So I've been recommending that. Of course, if you want something fabulous on the bottom half of your gown, we can absolutely do that for you. You just may want to sit back a little bit further from your computer for your Zoom party. Okay. Okay. Now, what colors do you like? Okay. Now, how do you feel about beading? All right, layers. How do you feel about neckline? Where are you comfortable with? Okay, perfect. How do you feel about lace? Okay. Other different forms of, mesh or see-through material? Okay. All right. Any sort of sparkles or matte tones? Okay. What type of fabrics do you like? Are you into silks? Okay, cotton. Okay. What about etching in the fabric? Okay. Are you looking for a gown to have a solid color, a pattern? Okay. What about ruffles? Okay. Do you have a style icon? I just like to ask. That's good. Okay. Are there any other additions that you would like me to make note about, something that you would like with your gown? Okay. Okay. Now, we can go ahead and I will show you a bit of my portfolio and some ideas that I may have with the list of things that you have narrowed down for me here. Okay. Good. So here you can see we have this beautiful white dress with polka dot details. Yes, see-through sleeves and upper chest. Well, it's more form-fitting down the rest of the body. There's a poof to the sleeves. We move on to this green velvet dress that has the slit in the leg and along the shoulder, across the bust, and up to create this very visually pleasing appearance with the slit here and here. Very festive in this velvet green color, but all of these dresses can be made and tailored in any color, and of course, since you are doing a custom gown, we can simply take inspiration from these. This one is a bit more colorful, but as you can see at the top, we have this lovely watercolor-like pattern that goes up into see-through material with some bow and ribbon detail. It's a shorter dress, goes just above the knee there, but as we said, depending on how you situate yourself during your Zoom call, people may not see the bottom of the dress, or they might, but if we're focusing on the top of the dress, it is still quite beautiful. This is another dress that is absolutely gorgeous. This has a bit more of a dip for the bust, but it has this black see-through material with these gold flakes and leaves across it. Definitely be eye-catching on the top of your body, and it does go floor length if you do want to do the full gown, even though most people won't see it for the full Zoom party, but potentially part of it, you never know. This is a beautiful green color. It's a shorter dress here, but it has the layers and ruffles with green and black, and also sparkly detail on the waist, and then lace up the middle of the bust into almost a turtleneck with the lace pops, if you will. Yes. I think it's very cute. Here's another green one, but this one is almost pure beaded and lace detail. As you can see, without it on the model, it's fairly see-through, so you can wear a bodysuit under it. We can make a bodysuit for you, or if you want to wear, some sexy lingerie if you see fit. It's mostly see-through lace material with beaded work. Here is a purple dress. The top is where you have this flower detail around the chest area that goes up with ribbon and bow detailing again with the see-through sleeves, but some of this flower does continue on the sleeves as well, so it's not completely bare. You do have some of that detailing. Here we have more of that puffy sleeve again. It's a very elegant looking dress. Has a bit of a dip down the bust if you like, tightened by a ribbon at the waist, and then it does go flowy with some different layers of fabric to give that very princess style poofy layered gown. Yes, very beautiful. Here we have this very sparkly fabric, as you can see here, very sparkly. And then on the shoulder, we have some beaded detail here, so it adds a little bit something onto the arms. Since it's more of a sleeveless dress, we have added the beads to add a little bit more detail, but the sparkle really does speak for itself. And then our final, we have these beautiful gowns. All of the detailing on top, as we discussed, we could do so much detailing so that a lot of your Zoom guests will see it, but still it's beautiful with the full-length gown that kind of flares out, but lots of lace, beading details along the sleeves and upper bust of this dress. So many options for you, really. It's just hard to select. But I hope that these newer designs that I've created could give you some inspiration of, where we want to take this. Did any of these catch your eye? Okay. Let me just make note of those ones, and then we can add them to your designs as I start to create your gown. Alright, so it sounds like we have a great start to creating your gown. I will get to sketching, and I will be able to send you some digitals of it as we progress. And once I've made the first, prototype, if you will, of your gown, I will have you come in for a fitting just to make sure that it truly does fit you like a glove. And from there we can make any sort of adjustments as we go on with your future appointments. Okay? Well, it was lovely to meet you. I do look forward to designing this gown for you. Alright, perfect. You have a pleasant day now.